the one thing I did like, because at first I was gonna get annoyed by this. I was like, another anime character talking about boobs and sex. I was getting ready to get so mad about it. Cause I get like bothered with Sanji from One Piece and him always wanting, it's like, oh, she's hot. She like the whole nosebleed thing. I kind of hate that.
Yeah.
And I thought they were gonna go in that direction. One thing I really liked what they did was like episode 2 or 3, Denji got to touch Power's boob, right?
Yeah.
And they actually do it, and he was like, okay, what happens next?
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, is that what it is? Like, is that all that's gonna happen? I was like, okay. I kind of like, because it's more realistic and a little more nuanced. It's like, oh, like he could have gotten with Himeno.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I want to be with Makima or whatever.
It's surprisingly nuanced for such a perverted show.
Yeah, I was like, it's so perverted, but I was like, oh, this makes a lot more sense.
Though I did have one problem with the perverted stuff. So
the older characters trying to hit on the kid.
Huh?
The older character.
Yes. Yeah. Himeno. We'll hop right into spoilers. Himeno effectively does light statutory rape.
Yeah,
but wasn't successful. Like she'd be in jail on to catch a predator. Like she'd be in jail.
This is a Chris Hansen situation.
And I was like, once again, I guess we'll never get past this, but it's like everyone's in high school. You could just write him to be 18. Yeah. Like it would make more sense
because he's 16. I'm like, bro, like why are these older characters like doing this?
I'm just like, make him 16. Like just like, because she's like 20 something, right?
Yeah, and like Denji's the most mature character somehow out of all the adults.
I'm just like, make him 6. It's okay. Just make him 18. Sorry, make him 18. It's okay. You made him 16. So now I'm looking at this and I'm going, like, I'm almost like, do I have to look up the legal age of dating in Japan now? Like,
I don't know why they keep doing this. Like, it makes me so uncomfortable.
They even in the show they acknowledge that in the show they acknowledge that he's underage and she's too old. So you've gone out of your way in the show to acknowledge this. Yeah. Why would you put it in? Just make him 18.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get why. It's so weird, but people are gonna say, well, just if they're just the same age. I was like, I'm trying to think of like the funny thing was when he was trying to make out with Himeno and at the bar or whatever, she just like threw up in his mouth or something like that.
That was hilarious.
I was like, that was a more realistic thing of like, he's like, I was trying to make out with someone. And now, like,
that was
she just threw up her arm. I was like, that was funny, but, like, you would think that that's happened to somebody else.
No, that was hilarious. Yeah.
So I thought that was funny. But it's just, like, all of that, you can't really wrap your arms around, like, those things in the show because it's, like, the age difference.
You're just
it's so weird.
You just, like, had to write that. Because even the whole plot with, what's his name? Mikama? What's the, Makima, the head of public safety or whatever, the boss of Division 4.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's also over 18. Yeah. So, like, this whole plot is predicated...
Call the cops.
This whole plot is predicated on him wanting to touch her boobs. Like, his entire motivation is sleeping with Makima. But she's probably, like, 20 or something, or an adult. So, your entire motivation is going to put her in jail. What's...
Yeah, I know.
Like, why did you guys write it this way?
It gets
drives
so
me insane.
Uncomfortable.
It's one of those things where it's like, you don't have to write this. You could have make him 17. I would have felt a lot better if it was 17.
Like a little bit better. He's almost
Anyways,
there.
Light rape. I'm like, last week was light genocide. Now it's light rape.
It's light rape now.
Like AOT, light genocide.
Yeah.
Chainsawman, light rape. I mean, I guess Chainsawman is just mass killing anyways, but whatever.